The battlefield over the crimson plains of Vareth burned like a dying sun. Ships fell like comets, streaking fire through the atmosphere. The war between the Human Federation and the Volari Empire had reached its final, desperate hour. And among the wreckage, a single human soldier knelt beside a fallen figure of silver and light. Captain Ryan Holt didn't know her name when he found her. He only saw the shimmer of her royal insignia, the fractured glow beneath her chest armor, and the faint flicker of a pulse that was fading fast. Her skin was pale like starlight. Her veins glowed faintly blue. She wasn't just a soldier. She was something sacred. Hey, stay with me, Ryan whispered, his own armor cracked and bleeding power. He pressed his hand to her wound, trying to slow the impossible bleeding. The nanogel from his medkit hissed and sizzled uselessly against her alien biology. Come on, don't die on me. Her eyes fluttered open, two pools of molten silver. Human, she breathed. The word was soft, almost disbelief. You should not touch royal blood. Ryan gave a broken laugh. Sorry, princess, but I'm fresh out of protocol manuals. Her lips trembled into the faintest smile before another wave of pain took her. He could see the energy leaving her body, the faint pulse in her neck slowing. Around them, explosions thundered. The Federation and Volari ships withdrew, too damaged to continue. The war was ending in ashes. Ryan looked around for help, but there was nothing but smoke and silence. You're not dying here, he said fiercely. Not while I'm breathing. He tore off his gauntlet and placed his bare hand over her wound. Her skin burned cold against his palm, and a strange hum filled the air, like something ancient had awoken. The blue veins under her skin began to shimmer brighter. Her eyes widened in shock. What are you doing? She gasped. I don't know, Ryan shouted, but the glow between them was growing stronger. Energy, raw and living, poured from him into her. His vision blurred, his strength fading, but the light spread through her chest, knitting the shattered flesh together. Then, with a sound like a heartbeat echoing through the air, her body arched, and she gasped. Her pulse surged beneath his hand. The color rushed back into her face. She stared at him in disbelief. That is impossible. No human can channel the lifeblood. Ryan slumped forward, breathing heavily. Guess I missed that memo. She sat up slowly, touching her chest where the wound had been. You should be dead. The lifeblood rejects all non-Volari. It burns them from within. Ryan looked down at his hand. The skin was glowing faintly blue, veins alive with the same light. Yeah, well, maybe it likes me. The princess stared, eyes wide. You carry resonance. But how? He smiled weakly. I'm just a soldier who didn't want to see another life fade away. Before either could say more, a Volari ship descended nearby, its engines thrumming with power. Soldiers in silver armor rushed out, weapons raised. Their leader froze when he saw her alive. Princess Elira, he cried, dropping to one knee. By the stars, you live. They looked at Ryan, guns tightening. Step away from her, human. Elira lifted a trembling hand. No. He saved me. The commander's expression twisted between disbelief and outrage. That is forbidden. The touch of an off-worlder could corrupt your essence. But Elira shook her head, rising unsteadily. Look at me. I am not corrupted. I am alive. And it was his hand that restored me. The Volari fell silent. Their eyes glowed faintly, reflecting her aura. One by one, they lowered their weapons. Ryan tried to stand but stumbled. Elira caught him before he fell, her small frame surprisingly strong. You gave me your life force, she whispered. Now part of you flows through me. Lucky me, he muttered, managing a smile. She looked at him for a long time, as if seeing something beyond human comprehension. "You are not just human," she said softly. "You are resonance-born." He didn't understand the words, but the way she said them made his chest tighten. Days later, Ryan awoke in a Valari healing chamber. The war had ended in ceasefire. The moment Elira's people learned their princess lived, both sides halted their destruction. The peace talks began immediately, on her command. When Ryan opened his eyes, she was there, standing by the glowing window, her silver hair flowing like liquid starlight. "You've been asleep 3 days," she said, smiling faintly. "Your body needed to adjust to the resonance." He groaned. "Please tell me I didn't glow again." "Only a little," she teased. Then her tone softened. "You shouldn't have been able to survive. The bond between us, it's unheard of." "Then we're both lucky," he said quietly. She turned, her expression unreadable. "My people think your touch was fate. The old songs speak of a resonant pair, two hearts from different worlds that restore the balance of life." He raised a brow. "Sounds poetic." "It is prophecy," she whispered, "and it terrifies them." That evening, as he stood under the alien sky, he found her waiting on the terrace. The stars above Vareth shimmered in hues no human had ever seen. "Leaving tomorrow?" she asked. "Orders," he said. "The Federation wants to debrief the miraculous soldier." She smiled sadly. "They will never understand what truly happened." He nodded. "Neither do I. I just did what felt right." Her hand brushed his chest, right over the faint blue veins that still glowed beneath his skin. "When you touched me, our energies merged. You carry a piece of my lifeblood now. Wherever you go, I will feel it." "And if I don't go?" he asked softly. Her eyes flickered with surprise and something deeper. "You would stay among the Valari? They would never accept you." "Then let them try," he said. For the first time, she laughed, bright and melodic. "Humans," she said fondly. "So reckless." He smiled. "You say that like it's a bad thing." Her gaze softened. "Maybe it's what saved me." They stood there in silence, the air alive with unspoken things. The stars shimmered brighter, pulsing in rhythm with a faint blue glow between their hearts. Months passed. Peace flourished between the Federation and Valari Empire, and legends spread of the soldier who touched a dying princess and brought her back. Some called it divine. Others called it impossible. But to Ryan and Elira, it was simply destiny. One night, deep within the palace gardens, he found her sitting by a pool of silver water. "You're still avoiding the council," he said. "They talk of duty and alliances," she murmured. "But I feel your pulse every time I close my eyes. How can duty compete with that?" He knelt beside her. "You don't have to choose." Her gaze lifted to meet his. "My touch once killed humans," she whispered. "Now it heals you. Perhaps the stars are rewriting our fates." "Then let's give them a better story," he said softly. And under the twin moons, they finally closed the distance between them. Her light merged with his, wrapping them in a quiet glow that pulsed like two hearts in harmony. From that night onward, neither world could deny it. The resonance between human and Valari had become the bridge between species. The soldier and the princess stood together as living proof that even in the aftermath of war, love could mend what empires could not. And sometimes, healing begins not with medicine, but with a hand that refuses to let go.